Hi everyone, I'm Rohan Semler from Homburg Real Estate.
And I'm James Adams, winemaker at Turkey Flat.
And welcome to the fourth episode of Properties and Plonk. Now today, Jim, we are at Barossa Boy Cellar Door in underground in Tanunda.
In Tanunda, yep.
We've got a bit of a special guest coming up a bit later for the first time in our podcast.
First time we've got a guest. Yeah,
Yes.
It'll be three of us, which
So
is exciting.
Really exciting. So
Very exciting.
we'll get into our stuff first. Quickly, what's happening in the vineyards at the moment, in the wineries? Obviously, we're mid-August. At the moment, we've had some really, really good rains over the last couple of months.
We have, yes, which has been nice.
And then a bit of unseasonally hot weather coming up over the next few days. It's going to be about 18 or 19 today.
And 20. Yeah, absolutely.
So what's happening, number one, in the vineyard at the moment? And then number two, what are you doing in the winery?
No, there's a lot of pruning going on at the moment. So still a lot of vineyards out there to get pruned. Here at Turkey Flat, we are almost done, which is really cool. But yeah, lots of pruning happening out there. You can definitely tell that we are going to get some colder days coming up, but you can certainly feel there's that little spring feel going on out there a little bit as well. So it's all happening, and we're almost into September now. So we're going to start seeing some action out in the vineyards pretty soon as well. So it is all happening out there. And on the wine side of things, for us, we're getting a lot of the 24 wines ready for bottling. They're all ready to come out now. 2024 wines are looking stunning, actually.
Awesome.
From what I'm seeing. So watch for Grenache. Grenache from 24 looks absolutely incredible for us at the winery. So there's a lot going on at the moment.
So with the vineyards, for those that don't know, obviously we're going to start to head into bud burst over the next little while. So you'll see sprays out and all that kind of stuff. So when does all that occur over the next sort of
month in the next month or so, we're going to start seeing action. Like we even saw we have some beautiful old 1920 bush wine Grenache that hasn't been pruned yet, but they're already starting to burst on the canes, which is crazy. So no, there's going to be a lot of action coming in the next month or so, but it still looks relatively early-ish, but it's all going to kick off soon. And then we've got to start thinking about vintage again, because once you get into September, and then the rest of the year just flies, as we all know.
So there's a really precarious spot that a lot of growers unfortunately got smacked by frost last year. So there's a precarious little window there where we absolutely don't want to get frost, isn't it? It
is, yeah. So I was only thinking about that this morning, actually. There's that risk again of frost, because we got nailed at our site on Bethany Road. We got hit pretty hard last
that
year.
Was October?
And it happened over 2 days, over the 2 days, which was just, if one vineyard didn't get nailed the first frost, it certainly did this the second time around. So we're certainly a bit worried about that again this year, but fingers crossed. Yeah, well, that's it. You're sort of with the gods, I guess, with the weather gods when it comes to this bloody industry. So
last question is probably for a question for about 4 months' time, but when do we know how things are looking for the season ahead?
Oh, you just got to get through that frost period, and especially into sort of the later on in the year, you're going to be set up. But then you get the whole, are we going to get rain? Is it going to be hot?
At the right time.
There's just so many variables that go into making an absolute amazing vintage, or on the flip side, an absolute shocker. So, and I'm hearing, it depends who you talk to. Some are saying wet summer, some are saying dry. It depends who you talk to. Sometimes you just can't listen to all the noise out there, because you'll be told one thing and then the next person will say another. So it's
fingers crossed the season's looking all right.
Well, especially after 2025 vintage, especially for us at Turkey Flat, our volumes are quite down, and some will say that's a good thing with all the glut that's going on and everything out there, but it hurts when you're bringing in really small quantities of fruit. So let's hope we can really bounce back in 26.
Absolutely.
Saying before, the 24s look amazing. The 25s look good too. I'm pretty confident with the 25s. So let's keep it going and keep making some good wines. So
absolutely.
We were only saying the other day, yes, there's so much fruit out there and everything. Shiraz is still king. Everyone's still Shiraz. Shiraz is it's never going to go out of favour. So fingers crossed we get through this season. Yeah. And vintage will be here before we know it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
All the vintage, life will get busy again. So, but anyway, good. But lots going on, like I said, getting all the 24s ready for bottling. It's just all happening at the moment in the winery.
Always something for you to do, mate.
There is. We've been on planes and off trying to sell the stuff. been doing that a bit lately as well. So, you got to get out there and try and sell the stuff at the same time too. So I've been doing that as well, which has been a bit of fun. So,
cool.
And what's been going on the real estate side of life? I noticed that Anguston property, that you've listed.
Yeah.
Far
out.
That's
an absolute beauty.
That is a cracker of a property.
There's over 600 square meters just in house.
Wow.
So if you think about some of these blocks that being cut up in units and under for 500 square meters, this is more house than there is on those entire blocks. Yeah, that's really. I've listed. Actually, I had about 5 opens last week, and I've just listed another property that'll go online today, and then another one tomorrow. So I got about 6 or 7 opens coming up this weekend. It's funny that there's suddenly more and more properties hitting the market. Okay. Right. And the demand probably quite isn't at the levels that it was two years ago. There's a bit more supply of properties hitting the market, and I think I reckon I've got 5 properties to launch late September or early October that people that have listed and said, no, we just want to wait off till spring. Okay. So it's going to be an interesting spring.
Don't they say that's traditionally when you should sell your houses in spring?
It used to be. Pre-COVID.
Okay.
I guess the issue with that is now, the worry is that 30 or 40 similar properties hit the market over a 4-week period, and everyone goes, buyers have suddenly got a whole lot of choice, which they didn't have 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, right.
I've put 3 vineyards under contract in the last 2 weeks, which is absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
It's I wouldn't say it's a challenge, but there's less buyers out there for vineyards than there probably were 5-6 years ago as well. So there is a bit of light at the end of the tunnel, hopefully, from vineyard sales as well.
Do you reckon any of that's got to do with that interest rate cut that they did recently? Has that sparked a little bit of?
Well, there was one obviously last Tuesday, and then they're talking about another one come Melbourne Cup Day. So the hope is across the board, whether it be agri-business lending or whether it be residential lending, that we're going to see a bit of a flood into the market. They're talking about it already coming in Sydney and Melbourne, and we get flow and effects of that. So hopefully,
okay.
Absolutely.
And that whole giving people more sort of options and choice. What does that do for house prices? Sorry. Does that up them? Does it drop them? Like, because there's more houses coming on the market.
Yeah, you've got an ulterior motive for asking,
I may be selling my house soon.
Look, I guess it's a typical supply and demand situation, isn't it? If there's more properties and less buyers, then prices are either going to stagnate or they'll slightly drop. I honestly can't see prices dropping here in the Barossa. We have been on a steady trajectory since 2020. Okay, the Barossa is still highly desirable.
Yes, which we've spoken about in previous podcasts.
Absolutely,
before.
The last 3 or 4 properties, probably the last 3 or 4 properties that we've put under contract have been not to local buyers. They've been probably to Adelaide buyers. Not a huge amount of interstate, but a stack of Adelaide buyers. Right. Actually, I've just sold one to one around the corner from you, which is into an interstate investor.
Okay.
So there's people still out there, and I think the Barossa, the fact that we're an hour out from Adelaide, we discussed this in previous podcasts.
Absolutely.
We're just going to keep getting buyers rolling in the door. And we're still affordable. We talked about Adelaide. You only got to go into Stirling or Aldgate or Crayford at the moment. Try and find a property there for under 1.5 million. They just don't exist. So I think we're still really affordable for what we've got to offer.
Okay. Absolutely. And it's the quality of lifestyle. Again,
all that
I've said before, all that sort of stuff. I can understand why it's so desirable to come here. It's great. And
absolutely.
Relatively have good weather.
Super hot.
As it
is. Exactly.
But interesting. So you're just busy selling lots of houses and all that. Now I'm going to change the subject now, because you are doing something that's pretty amazing at the moment with your Barossa Marathon.
I haven't done it yet.
Well, what you're doing at the moment with you're raising money for Beyond Blue. So let's have a bit of a chat about that.
I've run 4, as you well know, well documented.
We get the photos. What were those things that you were wearing?
My recovery leg things, my compression things. So I've run 4 half marathons, and this is from someone that 5-6 years ago, I remember hearing people running 21Ks. I'm like, you've got to be kidding.
Yes. I couldn't run a half marathon.
21Ks.
Yep.
Hit a Truro.
Okay.
Which is about
step
out the door here.
Drive would be about 25 minutes or something.
So I've done 4 half marathons, and I did really well in the May half marathon in Adelaide.
Okay.
And got a really good time. And I thought, in August when the Barossa comes up, I'll try and beat that.
Yep.
And I was thinking, there is another step to my running journey here. So I signed up maybe after a couple of drinks on a Friday night, a couple of nice Barossa Boy Reds.
Yes.
Signed up for the Barossa Marathon and then woke up the next morning and go, what have I just
What have you done?
So far, I've covered over 250 Ks in training.
Far out.
Yep. The other day's run covered me over 250 Ks. So 42.2 kilometre Barossa half marathon this Sunday, August 24th. Kick off at 7:30 in the morning.
Yep.
And when I was doing it, I thought, wouldn't it be good to raise money for something?
Yes.
And so I put a $500 goal. And as you know, mental health is a pretty big thing, especially in our age bracket.
Yep. And males,
Yep, males in our age bracket. So, and we've had friends that have lost, siblings and stuff like that through, through mental health battles and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So I thought I set a goal of $500 on it.
Yep.
And I spoke to Guy in the office, and I said, "Oh, look, what can we do?"
Guy Draper.
Guy Draper.
Yep.
What can we do in the office? And he said, "Well, look, we'll match every donation dollar for dollar."
That's amazing? Yeah,
so we didn't put a cap on it,
right? Okay,
which was a bit of a concern because if someone said, "I'll chuck $100,000 on the table,"
well, then we're
going to have to sell a few more houses. Yeah. So I set a goal of 500. Think, geez, if I can raise $500, Homburg will double it to $1,000.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool.
We're now up to, without Homburg doubling it.
Yep.
As of this morning, we're at $2,976.
Great.
So we're $5,900 raised for Beyond Blue.
Fantastic.
With 4 or 5 days until the marathon. So there's still time for people to donate.
Yes.
Hopefully the number's going to be by the time I hit the pavement, it's going to be over $6,000.
Wow, that's amazing. Yep. I don't know if this will go to air when it will, but if there is, people can. Still, if they do hear this and there is an opportunity to donate, what do you do?
I will put a link.
It's an amazing cause that you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's probably exceeded my expectations as well. I thought if I can raise $1,000, you've done all right. $6,000, and it's funny. I had a mate reach out to me the other day that said, "Who knows where that money is going?" As in, we know it's going to be on Blue. Is there? And I use the example: is there a young mum in Perth with 3 young kids, and she's just really struggling, and she needs to pick up the phone, and my money has helped put someone on the end of the phone there. Is there a farmer in in Bowral in New South Wales that goes, "Geez, I'm at the end of my tether," and he's able to pick up the phone? So he also, this mate that also reached out, said that every step at its current state, every step that I take is worth 14 cents.
Okay.
So every step in the marathon is worth 14 cents.
It's an interesting way of looking at it.
As I was running, I was actually not too far from here. I was running up past the fire station in Tanunda the other morning, and I counted out 7 steps, and I'm like, well, there's $1.
There's $1.
I've just raised $1 for Beyond Blue. So I'll put the link down below in this podcast, but there is still time to donate, and we'll keep the link open for a while after the marathon as well. So if you want to donate, absolutely, we'll match every donation dollar for dollar.
No, that's awesome. That's great. And we even sort of, with that tin that we do, so we have boys' nights that we all go to a different pub. There's about 12 of us that go on a bus, and we've got that little tin there that we're all donating money to as well.
Well, we had that. So that's part of that money. So
there you go. Fantastic.
There was 2. We ended up we wrapped one of those money tins with Beyond Blue stuff.
Yep.
And as a pub nights group, we raised over $290.
That's great.
Which automatically got doubled to almost $600.
Yeah, there you go.
So straight away.
That's amazing.
Really worthwhile cause. Something I love people to get behind. Yeah, there's still time until the marathon.
I think what you're doing is an amazing thing. So are you confident? Do you think you're going to go all right? 40 odd Ks?
I've never run more than 30 in the training schedule. You're not meant to run more than about 30.
Okay.
So I ran 30 about 2 weeks ago. Did up to Newry, then back up to Newry, then back.
Wow.
And that actually went all right. But then I did 17 2 weeks ago, and it was like it was pulling teeth. So we'll see. Who knows until the day?
Go. Yeah. Exactly. How many people they reckon they're going to run?
It's sold out. I actually don't know how many run the marathon.
Wow.
But I think last year there's about 4,000 or 5,000 people out for the whole event.
Is that right?
Oh, it's massive.
Gee whiz.
There's generally good weather. It's a lovely course to run along, and more importantly, it's flat. So a lot of people come for a lot of people come for their PBs. Because it's a relatively flat course.
Okay. Wow. There you go. That sounds
I'm
amazing.
not going for a PB. No. My aim is to cross that finish line.
I'll be on the side handing you a beer, can of beer or something as you're running along. Gosh, intense, mate. Well, no, that's great. Good luck with it all.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're going to absolutely smash it and get some more coin for Beyond Blue. Absolutely. Which is fantastic. Great stuff.
We got a special guest today.
We got a guest that we promised we would. He's sitting over there. He's ready to rock and roll. Oh, here he comes. He comes.
So welcome, Trent
Welcome,
Burge.
Mr. Trent Burge, who's been a big fan of our podcast.
G'day, gents.
From what we're hearing.
G'day, gents.
Yes.
Long-term listener. First time.
Three episodes, exactly. No, it's great to have you on board.
Thank
you.
It's
excellent.
Great to be here.
Probably what we'll do, mate, is get you to give us a bit of a rundown on Barossa Boy. So when it started, what was the inspiration behind it starting? Obviously, you come from a pretty long winemaking background as well.
Yep.
And then, what maybe your plans are for the future with Barossa Boy, where you see it going, and then also what we're going to have a drink of here
which
today.
we're hearing. It's a special little
Yeah,
one that,
yeah.
we're quite an exclusive.
Very much so today. I thought if I'm the first one to actually come onto the podcast, I better make sure it's worthy.
Exactly.
So we got something special here today. But to answer your question, Ro, I started Barossa Boy in 2016. Yep. My family's been in the wine industry here in the Barossa for over 150 years.
Yep, that's crazy.
I'm a sixth generation winemaker in my family, so very proud Barossan.
Wow.
And so in 2016 there was a patch just out the back of the vineyard, back of the winery here, which was a Mataro vineyard, which was planted in the 50s, so it's kind of 75, 80-year-old dry-grown vineyard that we weren't using for anything, and I know how special it was, and I really wanted to put it on a pedestal and kind of really show Mataro to be the amazing variety.
Yes.
And Jim, you would kind of agree how amazing Mataro is.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, that's right. It can be a bloody good variety when it's done right and it's got the right conditions. Mataro can be up there with Shiraz. It's great stuff.
Yeah, I just see for me, it's like the backbone of the Barossa. So Shiraz is the face, and everyone kind of knows what Shiraz is, but everyone's hiding Mataro in the background.
Mataro's the freaky guy in the corner, the dark corner that no one wants to go talk to.
But it's like the perfect wine for all occasions. It's kind of big and rich, but it's also kind of spicy and fleshy as well. So.
So that was your first wine that you made for Barossa Boy?
Yeah, that's right. So went out just to really make that wine. And then over that first year, a few other people came out the woodwork and we saw some other fruit and took some other fruit from the family property. So we've got a few vineyards around here from obviously being here for that long. We've been able to acquire a few. So we're really proud of what we grow here too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in terms of we're obviously going to taste something. This is a brand new launch, and we'll get to that in a sec. Where do you see things going for you? In the future. I know we're here and now, but where do you see things going?
And the Barossa in general as well. Like you're so entrenched here in the Barossa. What do you think we're moving on to? And because obviously people's tastes are changing supposedly and going for more lighter, fresher styles. Are you seeing that with all the people that you sort of talk to? Or?
100%. I'm seeing that across the world, really. People's taste buds are changing, and I think the Barossa's in a really interesting phase. Lots of people are pushing Grenache and other things, but I think if we lose sight on the best wine, not the best wine because there's plenty of great wines, but if we lose sight on the main planted variety and what we do. I think we can hang a hat on the Barossa that we do it the best in the world of Shiraz. And if we lose sight on that, I think it could be an even worse time for the Barossa and for our tourism region if we just let it go to the side. So we have to evolve. And I suppose that's where Barossa Boy and the brand, I'm really trying to come at it with, it's a really approachable, fun way of wines. And I think if people look at our socials, it's sometimes doing some silly things. It's just bringing fun to the wine industry because the Barossa probably has a tendency, because it's such a traditional area, that people go, I'm going to go to the McLaren Vale or I'm going to go to the Adelaide Hills because it's got a more fun vibe about it. And there's so many amazing things here in the Barossa that people haven't kind of untouched. So to get more people here, that's the big thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and there's so many really cool producers coming out of the Barossa that are quite new wave, I think, and are helping push to get the younger generations here and not just pigeonhole us as massive 15% oaky alcohol wines here. We're not that. We are moving. We are pivoting a little bit. But yeah, at the end of the day, Shiraz, like I said before, is king. Absolutely. We need to play on that, I reckon, here as well. Just there's all this talk about we need to plant alternate varieties. I think that's absolute garbage for the Barossa. I think that is garbage. We do Grenache, Mataro, Shiraz, all fantastic for our climate. Yes, we're getting a little bit warmer here and all that, but those varieties thrive here as well. And we're very, very conscious of the styles we're making here. So I think we can be trendy again here in the Barossa. We can. Yes, we're pigeonholed. And, we've lost our German identity here as well. So you're not coming here for the whole German experience anymore.
Not sitting around this table.
No, well, yeah, Semler. It's
UK. So
yeah. Adam's I was a Liebig.
Well, I was about to say, hang on, from your mum's side, that's as
exactly.
dyed-in-the-wool German as there is.
Yes, yes, but we need here guys like you, smaller, just doing awesome things. Making those really cool, more sort of approachable wines, like you're saying. I think we need that here. I reckon and that'll keep us going for a lot longer into the future as well.
All right. So what do we got here, Trent?
Yeah, enough talking. What do we got, mate?
Oh, I think that's an absolute perfect segue, actually.
Absolutely.
Something that's really exciting and a big part of the Barossa Boy story and brand ethos is creating stories and making wine really approachable. So what we do to be able to succumb that is the wine and the label and the wine style. So for me, every single wine that we have has a little name to it, a story behind it. But then everything in that sense, the wine matches that story. So we've got a little exclusive today.
That's clever.
We've only launched this wine last week.
Ooh, that's fresh.
On Friday or Thursday. So we've only. I don't even think we've poured it in cellar door yet. So
there you go. Guys, for the property and Plonk family out there, look at this, hey? Far out.
Very much so. So this one here is called, it's our Eden Valley Syrah. So it is along the Shiraz line. Shiraz being the variety, and but it's in a style. And for me, there's two distinct styles when it comes to working with this variety. There's the classic Barossa that Jimmy was just talking about, kind of big, rich, kind of powerful Shiraz. But then I wanted to create something a bit more elegant, user-friendly, drinking now, drink with friends, have a great time doing it. It's an Eden Valley style. So it's 100% sourced from the Eden Valley of the Barossa. In a more kind of elegant, kind of luscious style of wine.
Yeah. Eden Valley is certainly you can get some
absolutely pour us some. We'd love to.
Eden Valley. I'd love to make an Eden Valley Syrah style. Just beautiful, elegant.
Look at that.
Not so much Adelaide Hillsian style, but certainly a style that's getting more popularity. And so where does this come from? This Eden Valley fruit. So it's a grower. Is it a burr? Like a yours or
So this one here, the first vintage, comes from a grower. Called Scott Thorne, who's just outside of Anguston.
Nice.
And it was a special parcel of fruit that came in, and we've been working with Scott for. I think my dad actually worked with his grandfather even.
There you go.
So it's like a multi-generational grower winery relationship.
That's great.
How good's that? And so this parcel came in, and it was just it was singing like right from the start. So we wanted to kind of pull that together, and it really aligned with. So we have a Riesling as well from the Eden Valley, and it's that name's called Cheeky Tilly, named after my daughter Tilly. And then we've been thinking about, we've obviously had another child. Lenny's now 3. And we wanted to make it fair, we've done Eden Valley and Eden Valley. One's white and one's red. So there's no kind of competition there, and they can both stand alone in being proud of wines that are named after them. So this wine here is it's meant to be in a style that's very much like his personality. It's kind of it's fun, it's happy, it's really it's elegant.
I love that lovely juicy acidity in that as well. That's nice. It makes your mouth water.
And it's real that white pepper characters versus kind of black pepper characters, that's where I see a big difference in the style of Syrah versus Shiraz.
23 was a really fun vintage, wasn't it? It was cooler. It was like a month later. on the valley floor. I don't know what it was like up in Eden Valley and how late it was, but wasn't there that famous photo of Poonawwatta they put up on social in 23? It was the fruit was frosted. Did you ever see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Because vintage was so late up there. Yeah. But no, this is a bloody delicious wine. This is a really nice sort of great fruit profile. Like I said, lovely acidity on it as well. How long does that sit in barrel? Are you pulling it out a little earlier?
It probably gets about 18 months. But the big difference there is it's not a heap of kind of brand new oak. It's more older French. So we're letting that fruit drive and kind of the fruit stay there, and we don't want to overpower. And I think if anyone who tries Barossa Boy wines, it's not about overpowering the wine with oak. It's about integration and keeping that fruit drive. So to what we were just saying before, the styles that people are looking for is that more fruit driven or maybe not big tannins. So, but ultimately it's about what you're having it with and kind of talking about different options. So
it's nice and smooth, man. That's nice and smooth and really easy drinking. That's really nice.
What a wonderful legacy for your kids as well that they can grow up with.
3 years old, he's already got a wine named after him. How good's that? Yeah, that's great.
And that cheeky tilly, that's absolutely everywhere. I see that everywhere. So yeah, well done.
And I have to bring it up. Do we see Barossa Boy logos on the Nord Guernseys? Do we still see that, or is that still there?
No,
bloody Nord.
It's
Nord
definitely
supporters, both of them.
It's definitely there. As kind of we were talking about earlier, I almost brought the Norwood table out. We got a specific Norwood barrel.
Bloody
so
hell.
no, my family's got kind of long-standing. We've been long-standing sponsors of the Norwood Footy Club, and
fantastic.
I'm a kind of proud generation or a proud next member of being able to take that on and work with Norwood to kind of help promote our wines, but also we don't do it just because it's getting the logo on a Guernsey or whatever, but the people and the culture that they create down there is just amazing, and they always make you feel welcome when you're down there. And they're a big fan of Double Trouble down there, actually. So we'll see how Happy as Lenny goes versus Double Trouble.
And what's your Double Trouble?
So Double Trouble is a Shiraz Cabernet. So that one there gets its name because the Shiraz is from the Barossa Valley. And the Cabernet is from the Eden Valley. So it's joining everything together. So the whole wine is double. So it's two varieties. The two regions that we get to live in. My two lives that I got to live. So there's a double-decker bus on the front label, which is to do with my travels in playing semi-professional cricket in the UK.
Yeah, you're a good cricketer, weren't you, back in the day?
So my two lives of winemaking and cricket. And so, that's where that one gets its name. But, this one here is a bit of a play on that Happy as Larry, but Happy as Lenny. So.
Nice.
So, mate, where can... Other than coming in here to Underground, where can people find you and where can people buy the wines?
Yeah, sure. We work closely with a lot of independent retailers in Adelaide and kind of in other areas around the country. The easiest way though is getting on to barossaboywines.com.au. Check it out. Order from there, and we can send it straight directly to people. And we do a few different options, packs, and other areas. So, we love people coming down to our cellar door here, which is in Tanunda. We're open kind of Thursday to Saturdays. We can also do little private appointments. I love taking people around the winery, showing the barrels, and maybe doing a bit of a tasting out of barrels. So if anyone's interested in that, more than happy to look after the property and Plonk supporters.
Hey, just got to name drop, mate.
Absolutely. Well, mate, thanks so much for number one letting us film here today and do the fourth episode of Properties and Plonk here. But also, thank you so much for the Happy as Lenny as well, which is absolutely wonderful.
What is this retail for people out there and listening? And this is a cracking wine, by the way. This is a beauty.
So this will be $30.
God, that is absolutely
$30 on shelf. So,
bloody
and then if you come in here into the cellar door or join our mailing list, it's always a bit. There's obviously other benefits that you get as well.
That's insane value.
Yeah,
that's great.
We're really proud of it. So
Yep.
glad you guys like it.
So that's barossaboywines.com.au.
Yep.
People can check you out on.
Yep.
Jim, Trent, thank you boys so much for today. So that's our
beautiful.
4th episode of Properties and
Fantastic.
Plonk.
That was a good one too, wasn't it?
People will be able to find us. We'll be up on YouTube shortly, on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Amazon Music there as well.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, if you want to, any producers out there or anyone who wants to be a part of it, sing out. How can they contact us, Rory? How can they contact us?
They can contact us.
Putting them on the spot here.
We'll put a link below there where people can contact us, and either contact me. My mobile number will be below 0419 141 997.
Fantastic.
So thanks, Trent.
No, thank you heaps, Trent. No, good on you, mate.
Yeah, cool.
Legend.
Cheers.
Cheers.